Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the world of Project Zomboid to tackle one of the most intense survival scenarios ever, the Knox Event. If you're looking to survive the initial outbreak and make it through those early days, stick around and let's get started. Before we move forward, this isn't about playing the game itself, it's about if you yourself could survive the Knox Event in Project Zomboid. First things first, let's break down what the Knox Event actually is. Set in the fictional Knox County, this event marks the onset of a zombie apocalypse. Here, society collapses and the undead start to roam the streets. You'll have to think on your feet if you want to survive. I would say about 90% of the world has no real survival skills, so the majority of the people would become zombies very quickly, if not just die from not knowing how to clean water, things like that. But on our first day, we definitely need to look for a secure location to avoid high-risk areas with lots of zombies. We would need to gather supplies. Food, water, medical supplies are crucial in the beginning, and then you can search through kitchens, bathrooms, garages, and things to find the things that you need. Because let's be honest, when the crap hits the fan, the first place everyone's going to go are to grocery stores, gas stations, things like that, to try to get them out. Unfortunately, we'll have to resort to looting in these senses when it comes to the Knox Event. If you want to survive at all, you'll definitely have to avoid attracting zombies with loud noises, so trying to be as stealthy as possible to scavenge efficiently is going to be your best bet. Now, once you've gotten a few supplies and you've established your base, like where you're going to be, you'll have to make sure that you start barricading the walls and the windows, creating a safe zone for yourself. Use planks and furniture to secure entry points. If you have pieces of wood, whatever you can do to secure windows, doors, things like that. If you are taking refuge in a house, it'll be a lot easier to designate areas. But if you're just in a building or something like that, you'll have to designate areas for sleeping, cooking, storing supplies, things like that. And you'll want to have some traps set up nearby. One, to catch small animals, and two, to let you know if there are any unwanted guests lingering around. Most of us would not even make it to this point because we'd be out roaming the streets like idiots, trying to see what was going on. So most of us would already have perished or succumbed to a zombie bite at this point. Now, if you do manage to live this long, make sure you keep track of your resources so that way you know what you have inventory-wise and what you need to go and get. Now, next is going to be dealing with zombies. Inevitably, you're going to have to deal with them at some point, right? So just make sure that you're getting in and getting out as quickly as possible. Obviously, we know noise is going to attract them, so we want to do our best to be as quiet as possible using some kind of blunt weapon or something like that, instead of using a gun, if that is even something that we have, because that's always going to be a last resort. Always remember, it's better to avoid the fight than risk injury. Every scratch can lead to an infection, which can lead to the end of you. So let's think back. We need to find a safe location, get it boarded up to the best of our ability, count our resources, see what we have, go scavenging for what we need, fight only when we have to, run when we can to avoid any kind of injury. Those are going to be your best ways to survive the Knox Event. Now, like I said in the beginning, 90% of people have no survival skill in their brain, so they're not going to survive. But for that 10%, they're going to make it, at least for a little while. What do you think you'll be? Will you be the 10%? Let me know in the comments below if you think that you would survive the Knox Event. Other than that, it's been great talking to you guys. I'll see you guys in the upcoming video, my One House Project Zomboids Challenge. I'll catch you guys there.